Hey, there we go. Give me just 1 second, guys. Okay. Here we go, here we go. And hello, all newcomers, and welcome back, my fellow Eternians. As always, it's me, Emperor AP, and today I am excited to be hanging out with you guys talking about some updates we've had in the community. There's been a lot going on recently, and I have just got to jump in. So, the very first thing that's been big for us to talk about. Hold up. Military dictatorship of Logistan said first. What's going on? It's good to see you. We have a few people jumping in, but what I have been wanting to focus on is this idea of the programs that we've been able to create and of the way that the community's been just able to push out more positive ideas and more interest in the community for the way that we've been expanding ourselves and the way that we've been discussing at large, not just for the Empire of Eternia, but this idea of changing the community into something more positive, and to help incorporate those nations who are really positive, who are really excited to grow, to be able to continue to engage others. So the thing that has been exciting about that is we've been growing on Twitter, we've been growing on Instagram, thanks to you guys, especially because of the other night's stream taking over Twitter. We've actually seen quite a few tweets recently of people talking about how they support us on Twitter. Kingdom of Gnome was one of those. Having Dracul, there are a number of nations who have been really trying to push forward this idea of keeping the community positive and keeping the community moving toward a realist sort of perspective. So I think I am super, super excited to talk to you guys about how we've grown internally as well. We have Republic of Cedar Lakes said, hello, I am new. It's good to see you, Republic of Cedar Lakes. Tell us about yourself. If you are new, we are at the perfect spot for you because we're on our website right now. It's eternianempire.wixsite.com. If you do that, that and our Discord are the portal to our community. You should be able to find our Discord actually in the description of this video, and as well, I believe, our website. So the idea is you come into our community, you get to meet a whole bunch of new nations, you get to hang out with us, and you get a whole bunch of updates. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in being a part of this community, definitely subscribe to us, definitely reach out on those other platforms because it helps us a ton. As well, recently, I think there may have been a glitch or something with YouTube. There have been a couple of like hard fluctuations in our subscribers, like just last night alone. It was really crazy. We went up like a few, then down shot a few, then up a few, then down shot a few within like a few minutes. So I think there might have been a little disruption there. If for whatever reason YouTube may have like signed you out or logged you out of a subscription for us, definitely please go and check again. It helps us out a lot. As well, we have been really trying to get updates in with the Aristocrat board. For somebody that's new Cedar Lakes, you're going to be interested in this. We have this micronational world map that tells us where your nation is, allows you to spread your nation and your local community as micronationalist and to support other micronations that may be there. So it's a good way to connect. We have our Aristocrat board, which is part of our community as well. So the Aristocrat board is how we are, one of the ways that we are gauging our own economic activity. This has been based around the idea of people supporting our economy. So if you don't know, we have the Empire of Eternia and it's, Cedar Lakes said thank you, no problem. FLD says, Cedar Lakes, if you don't know why I'm happy, it's because I'm the host of it. Absolutely. What's going on FLD? If you don't know, Nathan, otherwise known as FLD in the comments there, is one of the members of our government. He is a press noble for us, so it's exciting to see him. He has actually a new interview coming up on his show, so check that out in the future. Richard Taylor says what's going on. Greetings, Richard Taylor. I have an update for you as well. You got to let me know on Discord or by email what kind of wolf design you would like, because we've been talking about it. We've been talking to Tiffany about it. Do you want the same one, or like what do you want? We're trying to figure that out, and we wanna be able to get that happening for you. So please let us know. Military dictatorship of Logistan said welcome, Cedar Lakes. Yeah, so we have been hanging out. Our Aristocrat board has had a big update though. If you remember last stream 2 days ago, We had still been processing notes. We still had things to account for. There were a number of changes. One of them, last stream, we didn't have 5 places. We had 4 places. That's because. You want to check?
Good?
Yep, that sounds good. So yeah, Tiffany's helping us out with our Instagram, by the way. So if you see cool new Instagram posts that you like, definitely thank Tiffany for that, because she's been actually making it uh, uh, a lot more active for us. She's able to take pictures and stuff. She's able to keep up with it. Um, I am kind of shaky with it, so I'm still learning. But Matthew Freeman had bought a whole bunch of notes from us, and that actually kind of shook up the entire Aristocrat board. So everything that you know and love about the Aristocrat board thus far has just taken a turn. Yeah, that's perfect. So the big thing that's happened was Drew Freeman was #1. He was our top aristocrat. First off, we have 8 viewers. Thank you guys very much for hanging out. As you guys know, we have a whole bunch of stuff to update you on with how many watch time hours we have. That's been growing because of some of the videos we've been putting out. If you guys like the new videos that we've been doing that are edited, and stuff from when I was in our southern territory, please let me know, because I can continue to pump out a little bit more of that. There's a little bit more content that I'm not sure how I want to get out there yet, but if you like those, please let me know. And please share those videos around. We have already passed like our regular average for it. In the past 2 days, the most recent video we released surpassed like I think getting near 100 views. It's at like near 90 views or something right now. Military dictatorship of Logistan. So Logistan is actually working on a website. Congratulations, that's very cool. FLD says 105 notes total have been distributed. AP, you in the Matrix, there are 2 of you. I'm very confused on what you. Oh, with Tiffany, maybe. Here's other me. Other me, what's up? And I'm other her, so it's very confusing. People get us swapped all the time. FLD says APU in the Matrix. So the big thing that I have been excited to talk to you guys about and to get more interest in is that we have had this big update in our Aristocrat board. Matthew Freeman shaking everything up, buying 15 extra notes. He was in second place next to Raymond Boscher, and Drew Freeman, his brother, was actually at the top with 30 notes. But Matthew Freeman surpassing his brother by a whole 10 notes, throwing Raymond Boscher into third place with 25 notes. Stephen Vince, our very own master of treasure, going to 16 notes. And Mason Kodad and Richard Taylor is 10 notes. So they are still tied, but we had to make that extra 5th place space for them. We're probably going to keep the placement as of right now at 5. And then eventually, as we keep going, we may increase the number to 10. But getting on the Aristocrat board on our website is something that is really, really cool to see, because you don't actually have to be a citizen of Eternia to do it. You just have to be someone who invests and uses our currency. So it's something that's really, really cool to see people like Raymond Boscher, who had another micronation that you can check out on our map on our website that actually has 25 notes here. So it's cool to see the community jumping in and doing that. That's been what we've been updating as well. I finally have a button for applying for the show. So we have Mason. We have Matthew, who has been running or attempting to start up a new show for us based on our micronations on our micronational map. So our micronational map covers a lot of nations, talks about a lot of different groups of people. But the exciting thing about it thus far has been we are able to start reaching out to the community like never before. And what that has meant for us so far has been the update of this new show. So if you are on this micronational map here and you want to become a part of this show, all you're going to have to do is to fill out this form right here, apply for the show, and whenever you do that, whatever news you put from your micronation will get shown on this new show, and as well, another exciting avenue for that is that you can continue to do that. So it's not just, hey, you apply once and then you're in the show and you're good. That may put you in one show, but the more you update and the more you fill out this application with news from your nation, the more you'll be talked about on the show. So that's an exciting way to update people. As well, we have the application for the map. So if you're not even on the map yet, if you're a new nation like you are, Republic of Cedar Lakes, it would be very cool to see you become a part of our map and as well to apply for the show so we can learn a little bit about your nation, what it's been up to. And you'd probably be contacted by our own Matthew, citizen Matthew Freeman, who is our #1 aristocrat on the aristocrat board. So it's going to be very cool to check out his perspective in the upcoming interview with him by our own Nathan. So that's going to be very, very cool to check out, and I'm excited to see it. There's just been a lot of growth like this, and that's ultimately been what it's about. Republic of Absurdum said, when the rating is over, I'm going to work on reopening the economy and nation. Thank goodness. That's great to hear, Republic of Absurdum. I'm glad you are doing well. FLD says, no, in your Forge video, there is 2 of you, and I wrote in the comments a dumb comment. Oh, okay. I gotta go back and check it. This is a part of our
Like a reflection?
What's that?
Like a reflection?
Oh yeah, potentially. There might be.
Or what if it was like gray in the background?
These are great questions. I have no idea. But I do need to go check it out because this is our historical canon. Military dictatorship of Logistan said, have I been added to the Micronation map yet? I need to double check. I haven't updated it in at least a couple days, so if you did it since last time, probably not, but it will be up very soon. Matt says, sorry I'm late, I am back. I'm glad to see you. Richard Taylor says, greetings, Cooligan. Cooligan said, hey, Richard. Roland Brewer said, hello, so hope you and Tiffany are doing well. I appreciate it, Roland. We are doing well. We've actually been doing great. Our economy's been doing well. We have another purchase by our very own Richard Taylor, who is 5th on our Aristocrat board. He has purchased his own Owl's Mark. So he's going to be having his very own Owl's Mark ring. That'll be exciting to have him a part of that community of people who have really just given into investing in a growth of our land and invested in who we are as a people. So hopefully that's going to allow a lot of new opportunities for us. And that number of rings has, I think, jumped up to 4 now. So there are 4 people officially who are a part of this group of people with the Owl's Mark, and it's incredible. This means we are growing at like a very fast rate toward our goal of purchasing land. We're starting to make, I think we're at $300 something in our economy. I need to double check what it is with our newest updates, but we are moving toward the $1,000 mark, and that's a 10th of the way there. So I am incredibly excited to see that. Gooligan says, I joined right in time. LOL. Someone is going to say this was all staged. FLD says, Matt, 5 o'clock on Discord, and we can call each other, and I will interview you about being the richest Eternian. Hey, see, there we go. Gooligan says, K tomorrow. FLD says, yes. Putting it in my reminders. Gooligan says, should I get more Owl's Marks or the notes? All right, FLD, sounds good. And then Nathan said the notes. Gooligan says 5 p.m. Wednesday. Oh, yes, the notes. Then Nathan said, great, we'll be excited. Yeah, so they are talking right now about that update, about trying to get this interview out for you guys. And I'm excited about it because there's not a lot of times in the micronational community where you see people from inside the nation and get to talk to them and experience what their lives are like. So it's really cool to see our community actually creating its own content, its own narrative, and its own way of being. It's very, very cool. Ooh, as well, Moondust has his newest toy, so this is interesting. Our own Western warrior Moondust out here, our very own tiny cat ninja of safety and protection, has recently got a new toy. In case you guys needed a cat break now, I figured music and cat break was probably a good way to have the stream go. Oh gosh. Okay. Try not to break my headphones and grab the cat's toy again. Oh gosh. Okay, cat break over, but apparently webcam over as well. Let me fix this. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, and we're good. Perfect. I appreciate it, guys. Nathan said, basically, the Eternian show is the Eternian version of the Liberlin show if you keep up to date with them. That's a very interesting comparison, Nathan. Military Dictatorship of Logostan said Safety Cat. Gooligan said, also been working on some other things that will be really awesome. Absolutely. It sounds like Matt has a lot that he is preparing. And I know we have also talked about a number of different things. So I am super, super excited to see where all of our developments go from here. As well, when you guys watch the show, that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about in addition to that. There is, let me see. There is, oh, here we go. There is actually a great incentive to be helping us to grow and to be able to get to newer heights with our channel, because for a long time we have been trying to get
Point eight.
Ooh, nice. Is that just like it is? Oh, it's like that. Ooh, okay.
Everything in it.
Very
Nice.
point.
Also,
Ooh,
you need
did
to
you
put
put
the
the stamp
address
on
in.
now?
No, you have to put it all on before you put it in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, you won't be able to
Yeah.
write good.
Yeah.
But and you can get it posted.
Very nice. We are actually talking about sending out our
Owls mark.
first Owls marks. We are planning to send those out. One of whom is going to be to our very own Matthew Freeman, our top aristocrat on the Aristocrat board right now. Military Dictatorship of Logostan said Safety Cat. Julian said, I am currently thinking about launching 2 Eternian businesses. Currently, I am working on both, but it's a work in progress. Logostan said, how do you do the notes? Claim no monopolies. Go to the Imperial market and buy notes. Yes, I actually need to show that off as well. Let me go over here to our website. This is our Etsy. So far, we have 16 sales. We have 8 people who have the Owls mark in their cart. That is absolutely incredible. Let me see something. So we have five note packs for our Imperial notes at $5 right now on Etsy. And the way that works is our exchange rate to US dollars is 1-to-1. So if you purchase a 5-note pack of Imperial notes from us, we will send you, it will cost you $5 plus the shipping costs. So that's the way it works right now. I've also been sending out like personal thank you letters to people who have gotten that. Eventually there's going to be so many purchases that I may have to either cut that down or do something with it. But as of right now, it's like a handwritten note. It's like a personal thank you note. So that's, I think, a pretty cheap price for it. As well, we have the Owl's Mark, which is the thing that's helping us to grow in our land purchase right now. And that's the thing that's incredible, is that as our economy continues to grow with more people investing in the Imperial Note, we have more and more people investing in the Owl's Mark as well. So that's just shooting us quicker and quicker toward our goal of around $10,000. We'll probably shoot for a little bit higher than $10,000 to ultimately purchase the land, but that is something that is on the way because of you all, because of this investment in our economy and the projects that are about to come out soon with it. One of the things, here is an Imperial Note. We have an Imperial Note right here. Very beautiful design, very sleek. It is something that people have been showing a ton of their support for the Empire of Eternia with. And it's, Matt says, I just realized the first two of them go to me. Yep, they sure do, Matt. Roland Brewer said, AP, have you thought about having flags made or maybe a seal for your country? Roland, that is a fantastic question. So we have had the discussion about flags. We actually want to try and create as much of our stuff ourselves as we can. So we absolutely do want to come out with little flags, but we want to try and do it where we can make the flags as simply as possible, but still with kind of a nice design. So that's something that we are working on, but is a work in progress for us. So yes, we absolutely want to have little flags for people to purchase. People have even talked about purchasing large-scale flags from us, and that'll be something that I think is soon to come, but is still a build-up. As we go toward our purchase of land, there's always going to be things like our Imperial Notes and other things that'll hopefully be smaller ways to support us. But as we get larger, we will start to get into grander projects. So potentially things like very large-scale, hand-sewn flags or something. For a much larger price would be something that could be looked at, something that you could decorate like a big wall with, or that you could potentially hoist up, so long as it's not like inclement weather. So we absolutely want to make things that are supportive of our nation and show that you are a living, breathing moment in history for us. But the biggest issue with that so far has been that we want to do it right, and we want to do it in a way that has a very nice design, like I think we've kind of come to expect out of our community. I've tried to put quite a bit of thought into everything that we do, and I think the rest of our government has as well. So seeing how much everybody's responded to that, we want to keep the quality up, and so we want to do things that are nice, decorative, creative, and really representative of who we are. But yes, we absolutely do. As far as a seal, we do kind of want to mess with a seal. That's going to be something that starts to come out in our coins and stuff. We already have our actual, we actually have our emblem that is in the center of our flag that basically acts like um, uh, a seal for us in a way. It is our identifying signature. It is it is the recognizable emblem of the emperorship and the empire.
The reason your dad calls it a
Chest of drawers?
chest of drawers is because it's an old time dresser. Yeah, it's like an older looking specific dresser.
Yeah, but I think dressers in general can be called like that one. I just think people call them different names.
No, because look, they specifically have different.
Interesting. Tiffany's teaching me about the difference between a dresser and a chest of drawers.
That's what, and then they have another one that says dresser.
I'm
Which, oh, that's it. A chest of drawers is the one that's like this. It's really tall, and it's all like. But then a dresser is the wide out one.
Okay.
So it still has like a lot, but it's really wide.
Gotcha. Okay, so chest of drawers. So that in there is a chest of drawers.
That's a chest of drawers.
We got it. We got it. Hey, that's awesome.
So like dressers can also have mirrors. Those mirrors that attach to the top of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the top of the counter thing.
Absolutely. I definitely think that's going to be the way it goes, though, guys. So, Gooligan says, how many owls marked left in stock in per AP? That's a fantastic question. I would say there isn't a hard limit as of right now. You can continue to buy them, These are things though that will eventually become limited. I don't think we're probably going to sell.
Pick a date to stop selling them.
That's probably the better things to do because I was going to have a number cap, but that might be better. We might pick a specific date to stop at. It won't be right now, but I'm going to set a date in the future that we will eventually stop that. But before we do, we're going to have other things that come in the place of it. One of the things that I've been excited about is for a little bit extra having an actual nice box of a number of things that will come with it that one might prepare with citizenship, that would come with notes, that would come with potentially an owl's mark, that'll come with, um, uh, you know, some new stuff, identification stuff, things that we're going to be launching very, very soon. So we're excited about that. And then we will continue to work our way up to things like those flags and things like just crazier metal pieces. There's a lot that we have that we're working on at the moment, but it's something that is always continually being refined. It's something where even when we know we're certain we're going to launch something, even when we know we are moving toward its creation, and it's right there on the edge, you don't ever want to um, not keep testing it, not keep looking at how to make it better. So there have been things um, with our forge where we've made stuff and we've gone, oh, we can do better, and then we've done stuff with things like creating our flags and creating our um, our notes, where we've done things and said, oh no, this is we have a good way to improve this. So um, every time we have some new iteration of something coming out, it's undergoing a lot of testing, and it's undergoing a lot of just kind of internal debate, talking about, is this right for us as a community, and is this something that we want to stand behind? And I think over time we've seen a really cool development in that, and defining kind of what it means for our community to have that sense of mind, to have that sense of identity is really, really cool. Uh, a whole bunch of stuff. Gooligan said, yes, sir, you know it, FLD. They're getting ready for that. Matt said, how many owls marks? Cool Guy Studios said, hello, Ameristan has joined the stream. We're glad to see you, Cool Guy Studios. And good looks out there to Ameristan. Matt said, scroll up, Emperor AP. There's a lot of stuff. Okay. So yes, you can check out our website to purchase that. That is the Imperial Market on Etsy. We have, I believe, a link to that on our website. Do we? We have a link to it down in the description, should be. But let's see if we have anything connecting directly. We do not. Ooh, but we need to have it. We need to have it. Yes. And Tiffany showing stuff. Ooh, that's
It
cool.
goes all the way through. And there's so much.
So much more space. Can do it? Yeah, we're also looking at stuff to like redecorate and to make stuff cool in here. So that's been an interesting thing. I want to make the community more active as well. I want to get a PO box soon so that I can start having like things in the background and start doing stuff like that. Um, ooh, ooh, there we go. Um, Richard Taylor said, "The wolf I want is the one Tiffany drew, preferably autographed."
I don't know if I can autograph it.
You got it.
No, because I had to, I had a reference, so it's not an original.
Oh. She says she had a reference. Well, but if it's something you drew by yourself, that's fine.
Yeah, but it's based off of someone else's work. That would be like me taking some artist's song and being like, yo, I did a cover kind of thing. You can't say that you wrote the song because you didn't. You took it, you can like change up the song, like the way that you sing it
But
when
that's
you do a cover, but it's still not your
fine.
song.
But it's a thing where it's like,
I can come up with my own and then I'll sign it. Or I can just be like, reference drawing by Tiffany. Because I don't want to like take someone else's work and claim it as my own.
you could just put in the thing with it. Like you could just put a second piece of paper and be like, this
Not
is
an
based off
original.
of, yeah, this is based off of work by whoever.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
So that way they still get the signature on it, and it's like I technically drew this, but
I
it's
did
based
draw
on
it,
work
but
from
it's not
someone else.
mine.
Yeah. You can still claim that and be fair. Like it's not illegal to draw your own thing. This based on.
Yeah, but if I drew my own Mona Lisa and I like killed it and then called it my own, people would be like, no, that's already a thing.
Yeah, but if you were like a famous artist, right, and you go to like Walmart and then you draw the Walmart symbol,
Well,
and then you
if I
sign your
tried to
name
draw
on
the
it, then it's
whole
like that.
wolf standing on a thing, I just changed it. But then I'll have to come up with my own squares and things to keep the same design.
He was like, I'm just down for that one.
Okay, I didn't do that one again.
Cool, and we'll just put like a note. That's just like, by the way, this is if you want to check out the original thing, here's the thing.
Yeah, I got some cool pencils to color it with so that it should be smoother
Yeah.
and last longer.
See, so then it will be like kind of a unique thing. You'll have added touches. So yeah, right now Richard is trying to get an autographed thing from Tiffany. Tiffany being a wonderful artist and someone who is has been helping our community a lot. A ton of stuff. Matt said, "Ooh, okay, hold up." Uh, FLD says, "Put in my reminders on Friday to work on House of Other stuff." Got you. I can absolutely do that. I want to talk about some stuff that we can do starting very soon. Um, Matt said, 100% going to wear Eternian merch for the rest of my life. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. We will absolutely continue to get you cooler merch then. We will upgrade the merch so that it upgrades throughout your life. Richard Taylor says, we gotta figure out a consistent style to go with. Richard Taylor says, yeah. Daniel Maloney says, I am in the voice chat stream in Eternia Discord server. Thank you very much. I've been back and forth on doing group discussions. Sometimes I am really big on them, and sometimes I want to just like talk about a particular topic and update people. So sometimes I'll jump on, but it depends. FLD says, honestly, either an Eternian beanie or like a sports cap, that would be epic. Absolutely, I would be down for that. Thinking he might do citizens only, sorry. Um, I don't know for what. Like I think if we like create a piece of content, we should make it open to our community. Gouldigan says, "Bro, you're reading my mind. Me and Emperor AP were talking about that. Yeah, absolutely. Um, or might not do anything. FLD, Nathan said Richard Sim, military dictatorship of Logistan said, I checked my map. I am on the map uh, now. Awesome. I am glad to see that. Yep, we do have the military dictatorship of Logistan on the map. I'm glad to hear that. Hooligan says, also the script for the show is almost finished, so get ready. Hey, I am excited to hear that. Nathan said, Richard, don't mean to bully you. Matt said, hey, Emperor AP, can you go back to the Aristocrat board so I can flex? Oh, 100%. Please do flex all you want. Yep. Hey, 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 hey. Wait, am I doing it the right direction? I don't think I am. Hey, hey, it's Matt. Hey, it's Matt up there. It's Matt. Hey, there we go. Nathan said no. We did it. We did it anyway. It's fine. It was cool. I appreciated it. But yes, we are trying to continue our sales right now. This is something that has been big for us. The Imperial market was quite an investment, but it's something that I am so proud we did because it's been a great way to connect to the community, and it's also been a great way to learn about like what people need and what people want. So I'm super glad we did it, and I can't wait to continue to grow what it means to be in this community and the types of things that we like and the types of things that make us us. You know what I mean? Really, what our culture is, I think, is in big part defined by how we live and how we work and what we want out of life. The items, the experiences, you know. That's what we want to create with the Empire of Eternia, is a feel of being an Eternian. And when you come to the Empire of Eternia, when we have our land, to feel a specific way when you come there and to feel connected to it. Matt said also the script for the show is almost finished. Yep. Military dictatorship of Logostan. Can you look on the map so you can see Logostan? We will probably do that if you update on the show for the show the the micronational news show that we're coming out with, that Matt's coming out with. If you hit us up on that application, I'm sure you will come up then. Richard Taylor says, FLD, I'm an old man. What does simp mean? Said Richard Taylor. So Richard Taylor's schooling him with those ways. He said, "Get on my throwback." FLD. Nathan said, "No, oh God." Matt said, "Oh Christ, FLD, what have you done?" He's gonna get a lesson in insulting adults, just straight up adults. Goodness. Have fun in the comments, guys. Wow. So the crazy thing for me just has been how much we've grown, and what it is that we're trying to do has been evolving. It started with, every month or so when I was doing the show, just kind of realizing and working on things myself to try and improve. But now the community's gotten to such a point where the community is evolving over periods of time, and it's really exciting to see that it's not just like changing things, but it's actually solidifying its own culture and evolving, and it's really, really cool to see. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff on the site that we are excited to start rolling out. One of the things that I am particularly excited about that hasn't been super discussed is the Guide to Foundation and Principles. That's something that we're coming out with that is going to discuss basically what it means to support the government and the structure of the Empire of Eternia. So we've developed and continued to develop our governmental system with creation of the houses, with defining out the masters, the leaders of those houses, and we have been steadily moving into creating more and more positions within that to fill the things that we need to do on a day-to-day basis and the way that we're trying to grow. So what's been really cool about this situation is seeing how we continue to advance and adapt because of that, but the Guide to Foundation and Principles is really supposed to be exactly that. It's really supposed to be something that defines this structure for you and tells you, hey, this is the reasoning behind why this was done this way, and this is the way that you can expect to experience it as an Eternian. It is something that is supposed to develop a particular structure and a particular character to our society, but it's also something that allows us to get the most out of all of our citizens and out of the way of life we're trying to achieve, because ideally we want to achieve it quickly. Ideally we want to do something that is a large movement and that sweeps up a lot and that becomes really successful and something that we can prove works over time and makes a larger and larger investment in people's lives as time goes on. So that's the idea, and as we move forward, what our big push toward is trying to make sure that when people come in, that they feel ready, that they know they're Eternians, that they've been Eternians for a long time. And so when we come out with the Guide to Foundation and Principles, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be this basis of our structure. It's going to be these definitions. It's going to be the guidebook that you need to just start understanding the way that Eternia lives and works and operates, to further integrate yourself, to become familiar with it, to start adapting your own worldview and developing that to work within the structure that we have. It's great to be able to see people add to that, especially when people learn about the way that things go, when people become like a part of our government. It's interesting to see things just start of progress and to click forward and to have more and more ideas coming out and have more and more focus into the way that we operate. Everybody kind of gets in sync together and knows the operation, and we move through very fluidly. So I hope to be able to share that with all of you in a way that makes sense, in a way that is um, uh, just open and easily accessible. So I want to develop a PDF of it that we're probably going to put on the website for people to read. And then I also want to develop a potentially extended, nicer version for people who want to invest in that, that we will have that can be like a display piece, can be something to read as a physical copy. Um, so that'll be interesting. Richard Taylor says, no, I just went, my mental health issues make it difficult for me to have a romantic relationship. Um, Richard Taylor says, gotcha, I'm FLD, I'm at the stage where I can live without people as well as I can with them. This includes women. Dabbed on you. Gulligan says, Richard, you just went smarty smart. Um, uh, Matt said, my history teacher is 29. Well, dang. Yeah, absolutely. So I just, I feel like it's really really interesting to be able to connect with people like that. I kind of flipped. So reading through the comments, the comments are getting interesting at this moment. Um, the thing that um, the thing that's been, I guess, on my mind a lot recently that's kind of affected the way that I've started to see Eternia and the all the benefits that we have to develop um, is really just trying to move forward to that land goal and trying to see, you know, all the things that we're going to need, all the people that we're going to need to stay in contact with and have regular interaction with to be able to keep um, a consistent development going. And so the Empire of Eternia's land goals are something that are ambitious, but are many, many steps uh, over a specific period. So we are not taking anything to chance. We are working through it very, very steadily, just in planning out and trying to develop. But our goals for um, moving forward have primarily been based around how do we develop something consistent so that whenever we have this land and we are developing, it's not just, oh, we got this money, cool, we put it into it, now what do we do? Now where do we continue to get money from? This is something that we have that we know will continue to build and continue to be benefited by that additional land. Matt says, hey, Emperor AP, should I do notes or owls marks? I would say notes, 100%, because notes are something that helps to invest in our economy. As well, notes are something which um, uh, notes are something which allow for um, uh, notes are something which allow for you to reinvest in our economy in the future. Whenever we start to develop things like um, when things start to develop like coming out with other products like the hats that we have or the t-shirts, you know, flags, whenever we come out with new things, if you have a lot invested into our economy, you will eventually be able to use your notes to purchase those things or to convert back to USD if you want. So investing that is something that's really important for us because it means that you're helping us um, to make our own progress quicker. You're allowing us to have more wiggle room when it comes to creating content, when it comes to putting more things out there to develop the community quicker, to stabilize us quicker. So the Owls marks are absolutely a big jump toward land. They're at $15. Um, they are something which is the biggest claw toward land that we've ever attempted, but it is something that really enforces this idea of someone's support for us. So I would say that if you have one or two, you know, if you have one for yourself and give one to somebody or something, you may continue to invest in them. You may want other people to have that and to be supported by that, but that is entirely up to you. That's something um, that we want people to support and we want people to purchase, but if it's not something that um, um, you feel is right at the time, I say the investment always goes to notes, and then to the owl's mark, and then to other things, especially if you already have an owl's mark. Roland Brewer says, ooh, military dictatorship a logo stand? Said I just sent an application form for the show. Roland Brewer said, I want to see the new Forge. You absolutely will. Actually, in the next few days, we are going to be developing some continual melts from the Forge. So that probably won't come out this week. In fact, I'm almost certain it won't come out this week, but it'll probably come out next week sometime, maybe week after that, but I hope I'll be able to get to it before then. FLD says, LOL. Gooligan says, done. I am doing notes. Yo, I'm glad to hear. Richard Taylor says, have you thought about what to do after you buy land for Eternia? Yes, absolutely. That's what we've just been talking about earlier, is saying that this has been a really, really planned out thing. Our land purchase is going to be a big deal for us. It's something that's apprehension inducing. It's something that makes you feel the realness of this. You're putting your foot down. You're declaring something in a larger way, and ultimately you are allowing for that future progress to come in. So what that means for us in particular is the development of our continued dream. And it's something that we don't want to take lightly because it's an expensive thing to invest in. It's something that I think if you don't do properly when you do it, can lead to a lot of difficulties. So we are planning out every step of the way. We are figuring out what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, because it's a big jump, but we are ready for it. We will be ready for it when it comes. Let me hit up some free for profit Pink as well, guys. If you're new to the show and you don't know, we have Pink, who is a free for profit beat maker who we actually use to support our streams. So if you like the music that we play on the streams, you can better believe that it is Pink on YouTube, some of his free for profit jams. So if you like the music you hear, definitely go check him out, because he is his music has definitely inspired the show. Gooligan says, Matt says he's doing notes, so he's going to be jumping up even higher on the Aristocrat board. This is going to be crazy. So Matt's going to be jumping up and solidifying his place even further on the Aristocrat board. So we're going to have one of our own citizens really solidifying the race. Matthew is going to be up even higher than 40 notes. Drew, his brother, is staying at 30 notes. So there's a high ceiling out there right now. We need somebody like Raymond Boscher to come back in and purchase more notes. We got to figure something out, because there's going to be a tight race. I'm curious to see how other nations will react to this, and see if anybody's going to like try to invest in and try and jump up to get some of their stuff up there. Gooligan says he's doing notes. Richard says, have you thought about what to do after you buy land? Yes. Gooligan says, speaking of notes, I am launching one of my attorney and businesses to the big leagues. Is there anything you to do to help? All the cash goes to notes anyway. Haha. I would absolutely like to talk to you about it. If you are trying to develop something, please let me know. FLD says, buy more. Gooligan says, patience is a virtue. So yeah, they are jumping back and forth about that. But this is kind of what our community is about. The development of those ideas and about people's dreams, you know. Matthew trusting us to help support a dream of his means a lot, and I'm excited to see where that goes. It's an incredible thing to have people like supporting each other, and to be building a network, and to be building a place where people feel ready and excited to grow their life into what they want. It's really cool. That's kind of the big thing, though, is that we are in what's basically Eternia's like second stage. We are trying to go from just existing now to kind of developing things. And the biggest issue with that so far has been just how to keep pushing at it and pushing at it and pushing at it till you get it right. It is something that I've been excited to see us develop, because it's something you can't do alone. It's this big community effort. Tiffany's showing cool. Ooh, I like that one too. I like the other one, though, I think, better with the long. I don't know.
This one's cheaper than $200.
Oh, for real? Okay. Well, I could be that one to say that. Um, ooh, I would say check out the dimensions because we should probably measure. I just mean like how far it extends out beyond the boundaries and stuff. So, ooh, multiple things. Matt said he'll hit me up after the stream. I appreciate it, Matt. That means a lot.
It's on my better better on it.
Oh, okay.
That was one of the full better better team that we put it on the page.
Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, so multiple things. That's actually very cool. Richard just said some deep stuff. I wanna screenshot that and actually put it on our Twitter or something. I'm gonna do it just one more time. That was very cool. Richard said, Logistan said, I'm working on a channel for Logistan. That's cool. Richard Taylor said, for me, buying notes isn't about who has the most. It's about supporting a great idea. That legitimately warms my heart. That's that's what we're trying our hardest to do, and it's rough, but we're trying to figure out the way to not only be trying to ask people to support our cause and trying to give proof to show that our cause is worthy, but we're also trying to make that something that's enjoyable and exciting for people. So it's hard, but we appreciate it. Every time we get a little bit more support, every time we get a few more notes purchased, every time we get more investment, we are trying to figure out the best way to pay that back. And we're trying to figure out the best way to make people feel more enthusiastic about stepping into this lifestyle and into developing to a point where they want to become our full-fledged citizens one day, our residents in Eternia, because that's the ultimate goal, is to not just invest in who you are and what you're doing right now, but to invest in this idea of becoming a part of a community, which is really cool. And I think that's something that our community's just developed into. Um, Matt said, I was tempted to buy a billboard supporting Eternia, but then I realized not even I look at billboards. Exactly. It is a big deal. Matt said, same Richard, but somehow I ended up in first place and I tend to hold it. That's absolutely, that's very cool. You got it. You have very hard solidified it. Um, um, So Richard Taylor says, well, I guess you have more money to spend. Matt said, not really. I started with 5 and somehow worked my way up. Logistan said, buy note equals better future for Eternia. Agreed, it does. We're legitimately trying to just get the foundation set, and we're trying to get things pushed forward to actually develop us into a full-fledged nation. We consider ourselves a nation now. We are actively working to build up the definition and the characteristics of that nation, but we are doing it at an incredible rate. And that's the ultimate idea, is to show, hey, we have the muscle, we have the people supporting us, we have the plan, we have the pieces in motion, we have shown success and we have shown stability, so we are moving forward. Who's ready for it? That's the idea, and I'm so incredibly excited to see so many people helping with that and really wanting that and caring about that, and sending messages back and forth and people talking about this means a lot, and it has always meant a lot to me, and I think the more and more that I see that support, the more and more it makes me wake up every day and be excited to support that. So TRC said, tip, if you need more citizens, then develop your micronation first and then show the world how great your micronation really is. Gooligan said, working isn't just for the profit, it's for the experience and the people and ideas the profit could go to. Richard Taylor says, I'm still going to buy more notes next month. Thank you very much, Richard. As well, we want to get some some more exciting things out there, because people buying notes helps us a ton, but we also want to have other cool, exciting stuff that maybe somebody's like, you know what, I haven't really gotten sold on the notes yet, but oh, that thing's in? Wow, I would love to buy that thing. So we want to give people more and more variety, but we are always going to have that investment into our economy readily available, and hopefully we'll be able to have more investments like it in the future. FLD says, I'm going to log off soon because I have a math test tomorrow. Good luck, Nathan. We will see you soon. Good luck with your interview tomorrow. Military dictatorship of Logistan said bye. Matt said, think of Eternia this way. Us citizens that help Eternia and then spend the money in it are builders. Builders of the idea of a nation called Eternia. Um, uh, Matt said, good luck, FLD, good luck, and then a luck charm. And then Richard said, good luck, FLD, see you later. I definitely agree with that, but I think it's difficult because as our job, what our job is as a government, as something that is trying to say we're legitimate and we're serious, is that we have to uphold the task of proving that this is something we're continuing to do. We want to always prove to you guys that we are using the things that you give us, those resources that have been provided by people who care about this idea and who have invested their time, their money, their blood, sweat, and tears into Eternia. We want to be able to show those people that it's not just a thank you. It's something that we're trying to develop to make better for you all and to give you more opportunity. So that's going to continue to come, and I hope that that becomes absolutely evident very, very quickly, if it hasn't already. We have some comments. Yeah, thank you. Yep. Hmm. Mhm. That means a lot. Thank you. Could you also post it to our Twitter?
I haven't heard any Twitter.
Wait, I got you. But yeah, multiple things. TRC said, everybody said good luck, FLD. Nathan said thanks, bros. Hoping for a B, but if I get an A, that's great. Absolutely. Strive for success. We believe in you. TRC says, I'm pretty sure Attorney is going to be legit. I mean, it is legit, but to the point where other countries like appreciate you and build a strong friendship. That's what we hope. That's the entire idea, is to just say people care about independence, about freedom, and they are capable enough to put together a society, that they are uh, able to show that this is a serious enough deal, that this is an important enough deal, that this investment into life and into independence is something that is inherent in people. And I think that's really important to talk about. And I think support in a micronation, specifically in our micronation, I think has proven just a tremendous amount of that spirit. And I'm thankful for it. I am so lucky that we've developed the community that we have. Um, um, I would say, like, I got you. Ooh, so Tiffany and I are trying to develop this tweet from Richard's post because I really liked it. Uh, I said, this hit me hard. Thank you to everyone who has supported us on our way to, uh, who supported us in creating our home. Micronation. Richard is cool. Hashtag love. There we go. I put 30 million hashtags, one of them being Richard is cool. So if you check out our Twitter, you can definitely check that out. If you check out our Instagram, it should also be on there. Um, ins- hashtags on Instagram are always so important. But Twitter, I get them because it's kind of their whole thing. Hooligan said the moment where someone who just became a citizen asks for payment for their video. Um, ooh, hold up. Where's that at? Ooh. Um, that moment when someone just became a citizen and asked for payment for their video. Got him. Richard Taylor says you can't kill an idea because ideas are bulletproof. Very, very, very true. Republic of Crotania said, "Hey, it's Crotania. How you doing, Crotania?" Gulligan said, "Hey." Military dictatorship of Logistan said, "Hey." Everybody's greeting him. That's good. Gulligan said, "While we are here, look who's up. It's your boy up there. It's your boy Matt." Yeah, we're all hyping Matt. Matt's hyping himself in the chat. This is great. Yeah, it's absolutely on there. This is the homepage of our website, by the way, guys. Like, if you guys like our stuff and if you think this is just good advertising. This is just solid advertising space. I don't know why people haven't been hitting it up harder, but it's good. We have it. Um, the the other thing is citizenship. So we've been trying to do more for our citizens, and that's been the big thing that we've seen that's crazy. You know, when people become citizens of the Empire of Eternia, that's when they really do jump in and start investing more and start feeling it more and start seeing um, the 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 development in what we're trying to do. So, what we have hoped for and what we've been trying to push forward is more and more efforts to make accommodations for them and make um, a an environment that has benefits that are enjoyable for our citizens. So that's been something that we are continuing to push forward to make sure everybody feels happy and excited to live their life as an Eternian. Roland Brewer says you have come a long way, AP, but still a long way to go yet. Don't give up. It's moving forward now. I completely agree. Thank you much, Roland. That is something that's big for us. Roland, are you? I think you might have said you had a micronation, but if you don't have a micronation, you should definitely join ours because it means a lot. We have these citizenship applications here, and that's what we're trying to do. Is we're trying to get more and more people to become, citizens and to become a part of our government because we want to start to have consistent work and consistent development toward the things that we're trying to get out there. And the more that we have that, the better. That's also a big reason why, guys, make like cool stuff for our community, for like the Empire of Eternia community, and just what we've been doing with the Discord. Just get inspired and create cool stuff for us. Create art, create memes, create music, create whatever it is that you want. And if you share it with us, if you DM me with it, if you put it in our memes channel in the Discord, if you put it in the general, if it's art, whatever it is that you want us to see and you want us to feel from you, please let us know because we're trying to get that support out and we're trying to show people how much this community means to all of us. And so especially to me. And so I want to be thankful to all of you guys, and I want to show how cool our community is. So hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, with stuff that you've made. We'll hit you back up and we'll tell you thank you for it. That's the biggest thing we can do right now, short of having our PO box, which we'll have soon. But to build up to stuff like that, if you want to send us something in the mail, take a picture of it and we'll shout it out and we'll talk about it. And then when we get the PO box, you'll be the first to know, and you can help us to create a show where we can actually show off things that people have sent us. We can put up people's flags and do things like that. Gooligan said, I listened to the Eternian Anthem 37 times today. I have a problem. I appreciate it. The one on our website? Yeah, if you guys don't know, we just straight up have our anthem on our website. It's pretty great. Let me see if it's loud or not. Ooh, it's kind of loud. Ooh, it's kind of loud in my headphones. I don't know about it. I'm turning down my headphones just a little bit. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. I'll give you just a taste. Yep, that's it. Just a taste. 30 seconds. Alright, if you want to check out the rest of the anthem, go on our website. Richard Taylor says, LOL. Matt said, Roland, become a citizen. We would love to have you. Roland said, yes, I have one. AP New Carthage. How's New Carthage going? Matt said, you know you're just going to get filled up with flags and crap, AP. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I am so hyped about it. To have this entire like back wall, all flag. We'll figure it out. I probably won't be able to keep it up, but I'll get like a board or something, and I'll put all of them up, and I can stand it up in the background of the video, talk about it, I'll take them down. It would be cool. Military Dictatorship Alogistan said, what's the Discord? The Discord, actually, we should have a link for the Discord in the description of this video. Let me go double check on that, but I'm pretty sure we should. The Discord is the place where you can go to hang out with our community, learn about people, do all sorts of stuff. So real quick, let me check the description of this video, but I am almost 1,000,000% certain that we do have a link for the Discord in our description. So support the stream, website. We have the website thing in there. We have the Etsy also is in the description. If you're interested in checking out the Etsy, we have it in the description. And I'm pausing this. We have our Patreon. We do have our Discord. Let me make sure the link works. Please work. Yep. Straight up works. Our Discord invite works in the description. Our Patreon, if you want to support us, if you want to become a citizen or just invest in our Micronation, we have our Patreon. Of course, we have our Twitter @EternityAndEmpire, and we have our donate. If you want to donate on these streams, a lot of people don't know about that. You can straight up get like words and phrases and stuff to show up on the stream. You get a little guy who like shows up and he's cute. We have a whole thing on the stream to help us. Same thing if you subscribe. If you subscribe and you have like your account on YouTube set up to where it'll show it, it'll allow us to show your name, your YouTube screen name on the chat. So, or not on the chat, on the actual screen. So it's very cool to see. Military Dictatorship, a logo stand, got that Discord. Roland Brewer said it's going so good, just moving slow. I'm glad to hear. Nguligan said, hey, I pay my taxes to Eternia. I ain't complaining now. Agreed. It's pretty good. Paying taxes in the Empire of Eternia, being a citizen, it's cool because it just helps you to be that much more a part of the community. It helps because it means you're that much more in the action. And it means that we're trying to get you moved into a further position to get in the spotlight, to become more Eternian and to help define what Eternia is. Matt said, Roland Brewer said, I type AP and it keeps coming out so stupid. Autocorrect. I am glad to hear. I appreciate it. Maybe... what does SO? What does SO stand for? Sound operator. I'll be a boom mic operator. So sometimes I work the boom on sitcoms. Sometimes I'm doing the Micronation thing. Tiffany's out here, Mr. Roboting on her computer. Yeah, just hit up the same message. Yeah. You got it. I believe. Richard says, I pay tax to Eternia too. It's the only tax I've ever paid that I don't have any issue with. Hey, I appreciate it, Richard. Yeah, and we hope to make that something that you feel like is worth it. That's the big thing. A lot of people that I've heard who complain about taxes in other countries primarily say, I just don't feel like the effects of it. And a lot of the time you do in like school systems, things like that, but it's also just, I don't know. There's something about it, I think, for a lot of people that doesn't feel super pointed and super like supportive of them as an individual. So I think that's the thing that we kind of want to update and kind of want to change, and that we're moving forward with as an integral part of who we are. So we have, I think, 3 people right now who support us monetarily, who pay their tax for their citizenship. And are also people who like help us out economically, and like are also people who are really supportive of us and like create content for us. Steven, who is the master of treasure for us, pays a monetary tax. He's actually the top patron on our Patreon right now at $20 a month. Which he's actually about to go up on the leaderboard as well because I have a whole bunch of stuff to send him that is a part of his $20 a month package. We're going to have some new Patreon expansion stuff soon, so look out for that. As well, the other thing with our micronational uh, developments has been that we have people like Richard who have come on. Richard also pays his taxes. He's also a part of our Patreon, but he's someone who knows a lot about our history. Richard, the last stream, talked about how he's watched like every Empire of Eternia video. Richard knows a lot about us, and he really cares about this community. So it's cool to see him on the live streams, talking to us, telling us about, his perspective on things. And seeing how all of our community, no matter who you are, no matter where you are, sort of interacts and becomes a network thanks to these people who are just really, really active and keep pushing that support. It means that you're a large part of this big system. You're a very critical piece to what we do, and we thank you. Military dictatorship Alogistan says, if I could buy notes, I would, but I don't have a lot of money. I definitely understand that. That's one of the things that we want to continue to develop are ways to get notes in our economy, and also ways to for people to get notes from us without necessarily having to purchase them outright. We also want to develop more ways for people to use those notes so it feels more worthwhile. So we're doing all of that very, very quickly. Josephina says, I never told you this, but purified Hyperoria is a benevolent dictatorial theocracy, but we do have referendums and elections. Then it doesn't seem like it's, I guess elections would then be like
Did you put the
faux elections? What's that?
Put the screen on the table?
It auto does it, yeah. Joseph Pina says, I never told you this, but the pure, yep, that's very cool. That's an interesting name. Are you on the map? I guess not, then you should be on the map. Richard Taylor says, I remind people that nothing is government funded, it's all taxpayer funded. I get a lot of strange looks. Agreed. I think it's just because of the kind of the dual nature of that. Like, it's saying like all rectangles are squares, but not all squares are rectangles, kind of thing. Where people think of something with one particular definition, but then whenever you frame it for them in a different definition, they may not make the immediate jump. So I could see the confusion, but I definitely understand what you're saying. Gooligan says, the only tax I'll be happy with is the Eternian tax. Hey! Gooligan says, anyway, I can't wait to buy more notes. I appreciate it, and that's the thing for us, is we want to be able to start doing stuff that allows ways for people to spend those notes, and that really, really benefits us in trying to develop that. So I am very excited to see it. William says, anyways, I can't wait to buy more notes. Thank you very much. And I am excited for you to purchase those notes. Let me see. Okay. And so, yeah, that's been something that's really, really cool to see developed. And it's the way that our economy works has become increasingly complex. So it's awesome that no matter how we develop ourselves externally, no matter how we start to grow in the community, that there's always this secondary internal conversation happening, and there's always this way that Eternia is trying to develop for itself and to adapt itself to the people that come into it. I have never, ever gotten tired of seeing that. And as we develop, it's become a more and more interesting part of our community. So I'm incredibly thankful for that. Military dictatorship of Logistan says, buy the notes for better future. Yes, you know it, we can do it. Ooh, I appreciate y'all. That's a big deal to us. We want other micronations to invest in us as well, because we want to be a foothold for micronationalism in general. We want to be a place that helps micronationalism to accelerate. So we hope that investing in us invests in a future for micronationalism as well. Gooligan says, or Matt says, Logistan, you should become a citizen if your government fails. I hope it does. I mean, I hope it lives. Ooh, Matt's out here being a savage. Matt's starting stuff. Ooh. No, but Logistan, we definitely wish you well, and if you did ever want to become an attorney, we would be absolutely thrilled by that. We had a person not too long ago who is continuing to develop a citizenship with us, who has recently stepped back from their nation to support ours, which has been a really, really cool thing to see, just in the effort that that person has brought to the table, and really just how cool it is to know that there are people out there who can see the same future as you and that can have the same passions as you. It feels like we already are a great, great big community. We just don't necessarily have the dirt under our feet yet, but we are getting there rapidly. People want it, I feel it, and I can't wait to be able to stand on Eternian soil and show you all what that means. We have our Eternian soil here, but it's not as permanent as we would like. So getting that a little more solid feels good to us and allows us to expand. Military dictatorship of Logistan says, if it does, I would, but for now. Gooligan said, if you see in the news next month, attorney and richest citizen dead, it was either Logistan or Richard. If you see in the news that, we know there was a major conspiracy to overthrow the Eternian economy and to topple it. We'll assume it was military espionage. Military dictatorship of Logistan says, I'm going to be running my Micronation. That's good. I hope you do. And I'm excited to see what that brings. The thing that's cool for us as well has been a lot of the people who have made purchases have given us 5-star reviews on Etsy, which has actually led us to seeing some kind of interesting developments with our Micronation in general, and in the purchases that people have made. We've seen people who have come onto the Discord and talked about our Etsy before they were on the Discord. You know, we've seen people come on and purchase things that I haven't really seen hanging out in the Discord and haven't seen hanging out in the YouTube comments. So that by itself it sort of expands what it means to be Eternian, and it gets the word out to people who may not have known about our community. Matt said, I'm leaving all my notes to Moondust. No, that's exactly what's going to happen. Matt, the number one aristocrat in Eternia, number one on the aristocrat board right now, he's saying he's going to give all of his Eternian notes to Moondust the cat, who is our cat here. So Moondust is going to be the richest Eternian. You're going to see the next Aristocrat board update. Moondust, richest Eternian. Matthew, for some reason, has just abandoned his entire fortune. Moondust has invested all of it in catnip and small treat bags. It'll be a catastrophe. Because he'd do it too. You wouldn't think that such a wealthy cat would make such poor financial decisions, but you'd be wrong. He's never really fully adapted our economy anyway. It's been an issue. Tiffany's looking at stuff online. Matt said, no, not my fortune. He's crumbling now, realizing that a feline has stolen his place at the top of the social status board. This is interesting. So yeah, we have a simple page just kind of promoting our citizenship, you know, wanting to show people what that is and what that means for us. Alliances, we have a small page dedicated to talking about our alliances. Culture, showing kind of who we are, what we represent, declaring a little bit about ourselves. we have the Great Amassing, which is our story. It is talking about how everybody has come together so far and helped us to achieve everything that we want. People who've supported our economy, people who've come to watch the videos. That's one of the big things that I want to shout out. And then we have the government breaking down just sort of the houses and the citizens. And we want to talk a little bit more about that. This is kind of a work in progress at the moment, as you can see the organizational plans and stuff here. But yeah, so let me show you guys real quick something about our audience and how much it means to us to have people supporting our channel. Sorry, let me skip this ad for you guys real quick, and then we will be jumping in. Cool. Okay, so in the development of all this, ooh, first off, we've gone up. We just hit 1108, so thank you guys very, very much. 1108 subs. We are actually going up. As you can see, our recent Forge video, thanks to everybody helping out with our Twitter boosting and stuff, is surpassing right now our typical range for a video. So that means we are going up in video views. Our average view duration is about the same, which means our analytics are looking good. And ultimately that leads down here when we go to monetization to start making money just off of our YouTube channel and its ads. We have just a little ways to go. We are almost to 2,600. Recently we were trying to get up to 2,500. It felt like it was going to take forever. Now we're almost to 2,600 and we are marking our way as fast as possible through to that 4,000. So you guys look out for that when we finally hit ability to be monetized. It will take a while for once we actually hit monetization for them to go through and say, oh, you're confirmed, here's videos on your, here's ads on your page and stuff. Bless you, Tim. But yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about. That's what we're going to be hanging out with. Ooh, Logostan's headed out. Get some sleep. Goodbye. They'll be on for the next stream. It's good to see you, Logostan. See you later. Everybody's saying bye to them. Richard said, it won't be me. I don't believe in violence unless it's absolutely necessary. Fair enough. Everybody said good night. Ooh, and Gooligan says we need to stream when we get monetization. Agreed. We absolutely will. Matt said bless you, Tiffany. She said thank you. But yeah, this is like a direct marker of kind of what we're trying to do right now. This is a something that shows how much we've grown. Last year, we were talking about like in years when we get channel monetization, you know. We were talking about in decades when we get land. Now we're saying in months, you know, potentially a year when we get monetized, when we get land in like a year or two, like it's accelerating hard, and it's thanks to everybody in this community who's been making an active and consistent push. And I plan on not even slowing down with that push a little bit. So we are continuing to give it gas, and we're going to push through to land. Richard Taylor also said, I agree, Gooligan. Roland Brewer said, bless you, Tiffany. She also said thank you again, Roland. But yeah, that's the idea that we're trying to get to, is just making this a reality, and making it a reality that is positive for people and is supportive of people, and it becomes a place people are excited to live and work. That's who we are. That's what we want to do. So yeah, you can absolutely hang out, go to the Empire of Eternia, eternianempire.wixsite.com, hang out with us, apply for the show, apply for the map, on the Aristocrat board. The thing that I think really solidifies this and really makes me feel good about it is just trying to get that next thing out, trying to get to this next stage, because what we're doing at the moment is the plan for a lot of our future. and it's something that helps to set in even further what we are hoping will be a continual push, an acceleration to land, but it's something that will be our biggest push yet. So I'm really excited to see it, and I can't wait for you guys to learn about it. I think you're going to be really excited. Um, Richard Taylor says, I agree, Gooligan. Bless you, Tiffany. Matt said, the big heist. I send a baby card, B-Day card. I thought you said a baby card. A B-Day card to your P.O. box when you get one, and it says to Tiffany, wait till you sneeze. Then inside the card, it will say, bless you. Got him. You gotta chuckle. It was a solid chuckle. There's a little smile going on back there. There you go. Richard Taylor says, do you know why it's accelerating? People are attracted to great ideas. Eternia is a great idea, so it's only natural. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And that's kind of the idea, is just to move forward and to not let it slow down at all. We don't want to just be another micronation. We want to be a nation. We want to be the place to be for micronationalism, for world economics, for anything and everything we can be. Roland Brewer says, hey, AP, you should look up Waya, I think it's called. It's a floating city. Really cool. Ooh, that sounds very cool. I would love to check it out. It's very cool. And yeah, that's kind of the idea here, is to continue to develop and to make something that benefits us all. I hope everybody's doing well tonight, and I'm overwhelmed. We have a lot of work that we're doing here. I want to show some continuation, I guess, on the guided foundation and principles here, because we have been doing a lot with that. Of course, this is our symbol here. It is our arrow going through the accent. We have our preface here, which just talks about kind of the idea, the reasoning for why this was created. We have our table of contents here. You can go through it. Talks about our government structure. Talks about a description for the emperorship, the houses, the house nobles, masters. It talks about citizens. It talks about sovereigns. It talks about dignitaries, like foreign dignitaries. It talks about the prestige system, which we're going to be bringing out soon, and I'll talk about all that very, very quickly. So we have a lot of stuff here. We talk about our culture. We're starting to list imperial holidays. So if you are interested in learning about our holidays, or if you want to add some holidays to the list that you think we should develop, please let us know, because we're going to start doing that. We have a lot of stuff coming up. We have adopted the Holocene calendar, which adds 10,000 years to our current date. So that's something to look at, and kind of the reason why. We have our imperial holidays, like I said. We have something that we're trying to figure out right now is kind of the guiding idea behind the Empire of Eternia, and something that's like a motto for us, like a belief. So that's something that we're all trying to work on and figure out together. And so it's one of the slowest running parts of putting out this document so far. Roland Brewer says, hilarious. Richard Taylor says, I don't know if you saw this in your last stream, but NASA and some other international agencies did a study, and they predict the end of organized society in a couple of decades. I know you talked about that. I haven't really looked into it, but I would definitely be curious to do so. Matt said production day, February 27th. Ooh, that's interesting. What's February 27th? What's poppin' February 27th on production day? What do we have February 20? Let me see. February 27th is Saturday. What's poppin' Saturday? Matt gave us a new holiday. So yeah, I will hit it up if we can discuss the holiday. Absolutely. And that's exactly how quick this community grows. You know what I mean? We go from talking about something for a few minutes to adapting it as a part of who we are. And that's something that takes a long time to cultivate, I think, but I'm honored to have as a part of our society. Um, it feels good when you just have made it into a situation where there are people who really support and care about what you're doing. Um, that's why like seeing things like having our 6 viewers right now is crazy, because I can remember a time where forever there was no viewers, and it was something that I was just trying my hardest to get out there and to have somebody say. So um, now we're moving forward and we're trying to do this in a way that is better, in a way that is new. So um, I definitely recommend support of this micronational map. This is something that, regardless of who you are, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to achieve, is just helpful for everybody. We're trying to create like one consistent, coherent map for micronationalism. This isn't something we're really making money on right now or anything. Um, um, and so this is kind of a big deal. Gooligan said, "All right, can you show us the ID template again?" Absolutely. I do want to talk more about the ID template. So yeah, absolutely. Um, I have some stuff that I actually, you know what? I'll save it because I want to do like an unveiling thing soon, and I want to talk about all of it. So what I'll do is, Matt, if you want to see that in the near future, DM me. If you're a part of our Discord, hit me up if you want to see it, and I'll show it to you. But I'm going to unveil soon the prestige system and a whole bunch of stuff that's going on with that, and that's going to deal with licensing and stuff. So you guys are going to figure out about all that very, very soon. Richard Taylor says. Eternia could go from micronation to tribal entity. That's very interesting to say. I actually have a lot to talk about with that in the future. But Richard Taylor says, good night, AP and Tiffany, Eternia forever. Eternia forever, it was good to have you. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Hey, Burning Star 4 said Quonky. What's up? Burning Star 4, it's good to have you. If you don't know, we are a micronational YouTube channel. We're creating a country, and behind me are a whole bunch of countries that have been created by other people. So we are actively trying to get support for that. We've been talking about how our economy's been developing. We've been talking about people purchasing and supporting what we've been doing through our Etsy and through just other traffic sites like Instagram, Twitter. We've had a lot of feedback. We have this great community all over the world who's been actively developing nations and letting us know about them. So if you're interested in doing that, please support us. Please keep updated with this entire culture that's kind of underground to a lot of people, and that I'm excited to show off. So subscribe to us, keep up with these streams, and join our Discord and stuff. Meet nations, talk to people. It's kind of an interesting environment we have here, and I don't think I've ever been a part of a community anything like this. And I hope this stays the way it is for a long time. There's something that's unique about the way that the micronational community is. No, okay.
Immerse yourself in mixing, mastering, and production. Create your future as a music producer.
Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do real quick, gosh. Okay. So guys, I think I am going to try and head out. Um, but I do appreciate everybody for hanging out tonight. It was a good one. We talked about a lot. I got through a lot of updates. We actually saw that number go up a little bit. It didn't update on the stream itself, but we are now at 1108. So the more you guys help us and the more you guys help build it up, we will continue to grow. Thank you guys who watched till the end as well. Thank you to everybody who's a patron of us. Thank you very much to Steven, to Richard, and to Matt. Thank you to everybody who's doing anything to support us, whether you're supporting us on Twitter, which has been growing a lot. Thanks to you guys. Now we're at 80. We're trying to get to that 100 mark. We're close. So follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, and help us to make this community a bigger push into the world. When you watch the video to the end, there are 3 people right now. Shout out to the 3 people who are staying to the end to watch this, because those are the people who are really giving the extra push to our watch time, to our monetization. and it is well noticed. So I appreciate you guys, Eternia forever, and I will see you very soon. Have a good night, everybody.